Hello. That's right. He remembered to unmute his microphone. How does he do it? Is he the best that's ever done the thing? Surely not. Alright, blueprints. Day a billion. We're on day 56. Let's try and think of where we're at. So last time we did room 8. We unlocked the tomb. We knocked down the wall in the greenhouse. Now it's starting to feel like I'm running out of obvious things to work towards, and now just kind of figure out more things. That could entail looking at a new clue again. We still have a unread book from the library. The 5th volume of drafting. Maybe it'll yield some new information, because the other 4 ones have mostly just been talking about stuff that we already knew. They would be useful if we got them earlier, because they do show stuff that you might not know. Yeah, other than that, we just need to probably get more stamps, so maybe more letters. But the thing is, it looks like the mail room is just like full at this point, but I doubt that. It feels like they could give more. Oh, we got a list of employee names, so maybe it's worth going back to Black Grotto and just like trying everyone's names. Other than that, I guess we're just trying to gather as much information as we can in terms of other countries. I feel like we're very close to getting, oh god, Navani, Nuance. Jesus. Alright, there's not much more that we can do with the torch room or down in the basement outside of the stuff that we know of. We don't really need the power hammer for anything else. There's still one item that we haven't crafted yet, and maybe that's of importance. Are there any rooms that we haven't explored yet? Brass compass, sleeping mask, sure. Starting with the compass is pretty nice. Also, we have 1,000,000 keys because of the clock room. Our allowance is getting pretty hefty. We got $47 in allowance. We're up to 4 trophies. The Mount Holly Directory. We're missing 2 rooms. Maybe I should take a look at these. The cornerstone of the house, unvarying and unchanging, the foundation is one of the only constants in the state on which you can truly rely. This natural cavity was hollowed directly out of the mountain itself, with its stone and earth walls, displaying an underlying coarseness that the rest of the mansion conceals. Permanent. Past the steps and beyond the grand hall, blah blah blah. An unfurnished, unfinished, otherwise unremarkable empty room. The first strokes of violet paint that were applied before the abandonment of this project seemed to imply this room was intended use as a bedroom. Well, I mean, I made it a bedroom. The Rotunda. A circular chamber with a domed ceiling adorned with an array of mechanical gears. In the center of the room, a stone podium serves as a central pivot point for the chamber's true purpose, rotation. A fitting function for a room named Rotunda, which means clockwise room in Arajan. Okay. This is Arajan. Okay. The This cozy lounge, furnished with couches and armchairs, serves as the perfect social setting for receptions and other parties. Consequently, this was one of the most popular rooms for entertaining, and the late H.S. Sinclair was known to supply a myriad of parlor games to encourage his guests to think and conversate. A dimly lit staff break room equipped with a comfortable lounge area, a coffee snack station, and a collection of billiard games for the staff to ponder over. This cozy space served as a 15-minute haven for employees seeking a brief escape from their daily tasks. It's rare. A small chamber dedicated to the exhibition of art, ideal for showcasing smaller series and collections. Before his passing, H.S. Sinclair personally selected the artwork that was displayed here each year, permitting the composition styles to leave the interpretation of each piece to the viewer themselves to realize. Boo! Rare. Unsurprisingly, Key 8 unlocks a door leading to a familiar-looking room. A cryptic room that has been previewed in the final letter artworks. Well, hello to you, Rouge. It is now time to ruminate over the bins, sins, and pins contained within. Sure. We're at the point where I am now just reading through room descriptions to see if there's like a clue or a hint hiding inside of it. A very modest, recessed space used for storage. This particular closet is favored by the junior members of the staff who utilize it to stash away assorted articles and knickknacks whose proper place in the estate is yet unknown to them. The stylish and smart clothes in this generously sized closet belong to the former mistress. Though the small dressing room has not been used in many years, it is nevertheless kept up and preserved in the state you now find it. High above the mansion in this lofty perch, Mount Holly's attic provides curious explorers with a cache of dusty keepsakes, trinkets, and clues for long forgotten past. A dedicated storage space filled to end with a surplus of chairs, carpets, paintings, and a handful of other things that had at one time been in vogue and on display in other rooms of the house. Drafted 35 times. This is commonplace. I feel like I haven't gotten it a lot. I guess we could try and find that more often. We also need another vault key, presumably. Logic. This puzzle is harder than it seems. This box is empty. This box is empty. This is not a... How are you supposed to parse that? Harder is subjective. Okay, let's say there is a... Let's say that there is gems in here. False. True. I don't know. Same with this. And if the gems are in this one, this would be true, true. I don't know. This isn't a quantitative thing that you can just apply logic to. Screw you up. You're the one with the gems in it. Sure. Just give it to me. I don't care. I'm mad. I'm mad at that one. Run the payroll. Payroll successfully issued. Give me the lab. Rouge, how was your day? You're still at work? No way. No. That's a nightmare. Now the phone isn't ringing. Well, that's good. I assume you're after hours, so I mean, like, it makes sense that that it wouldn't be ringing anymore. But still, ugh. You have training on Friday. Great. Spread dirt on the driveway. Sure. I guess we'll do this one. Some butthead called 30 minutes ago. Yeah, I hate it when that happens. Maybe it's because, like, I've worked in a place that, I've worked in many places that it's a colossal pain in the ass where when someone comes in within the last half hour that you're open, that I just don't do that. And I feel like it should be common courtesy to not impose on someone that close to the close time, but obviously other people don't think that way. Whoa. Whoa, are the gems in here clues? That's common courtesy, but we're dealing with entitled toddlers. Yeah. Like, that looks like the symbol for Araja, and that looks like the symbol for... I was going to say nuance, but no. I might be reading too much into it. I definitely am reading too much into it. Furnace? No. Hallway? Sure. Too deep. I'm in too deep, but I'm trying to keep all the... something in my head. Listen. Listen. Not my strongest performance, okay? Alright, let's go back to the entrance hall. I'm not spreading the coins yet. There's the Great Hall. There's the library. I have so many keys that I should take the Great Hall, but not try and open it just yet. Or at least not all of them. Library, they all turn the exact same way. So I'm going to take the library, because I need... Volume 5 of Drafting Strategy. Are you ready to learn the death of drafting? Draxus. Alright, that's new. Every architect has experienced it. You're drafting your house room by room and everything is going smoothly. Suddenly you realize there's only a single path available for expansion, and it is imperative you draft a hallway, or else your design will have no hope of further development. But on the critical draw, the drafting gods offer you nothing but dead ends, rooms with no exit and even fewer prospects. Dead ends are the death of dreams, the death of plans, and the death of expansion. In short, they are the death of your house. But are they genuinely as daunting and menacing as they appear? Perhaps beneath their morbid exterior, dead ends hold some inherent value. In this volume of Drafting Strategy, we'll delve deeper into the world of the grave than any architect has ever dared to draft, to discover once and for all if there's any life beyond the dead end. No exit strategies. A dead end is a room that lacks another door by which to exit. It is an understandable instinct to want to avoid these rooms while drafting your house, as they limit your available paths for growth. However, seasoned architects will learn that you do not want to completely ignore them. A very common mistake that beginners make is picking the rooms with the most doors while drafting and ignoring all other factors. But every house needs some dead ends. Don't be afraid of drafting a few dead ends. Each dead end room on an architect drafts removes that floor plan from the draft pool. The more dead ends you draft, the less likely you are to draw them later on when decisions are more critical. The key is figuring out a way to draft dead ends without blocking off your house's potential for expansion. Dropping a dead end room on the rank behind you is a great strategy to accomplish this and helps you pick up some extra resources while continuing to higher ranks. In general, you should be trying to fill up every open slot in your house before moving north. This right here, ideal spot to draft dead end. Grave mistakes. As rewarding as a black-bordered floor plan may seem, Tomb stands out as one of the most straightforward strategies centered around dead ends. This floor plan can only be drafted from the grounds and is considered one of the outer rooms. As such, it can be drafted at the very start of the day, allowing architects to know immediately whether their strategy should be focused on dead ends or not. The tomb itself is a vast crypt filled with shadowy alcoves and creepy recesses. The entire space was designed by early Oridian architects to evoke a sense of mystery and intrigue, perfect for those who are appreciative and skeptical of dead end architecture. The 8 Ajiran angels of that early era that are scattered through the tomb's chambers are a memento of times past, and you will certainly be seeing a lot of them when emptying a tomb-centered strategy, as you will likely be making several visits here throughout the day. A successful tomb strategy depends on 3 crucial factors: finding shops, amassing enough steps to allow for return trips to the grounds, and drafting as many dead ends as possible. This strategy is perfect for those who love risk and great reward. Grounds termination. Tomb isn't the only dead end you'll find on the grounds. There are a total of 8 outer rooms, which are rooms that are draftable outside of the house. These floor plans are unique, not only in where they can be drafted, but also in the fact that they are floor plans that cannot lead to the expansion of further rooms, making them the perfect candidate for dead ends. They are also able to be drafted at the very beginning of the day, which allows architects to plan out. Why is it space like that? Their strategies with greater precision and purpose. For example, on a schoolhouse day, architects will prioritize acquiring gems to pay for the extra classroom floor plans, whereas on hovel day, they will focus entirely on getting lots of extra steps. Hovel. Grounds termination may have been a play on words for the title of this article, but it certainly wasn't a joke to the former groundskeeper Denny Ravane, who made his home while employed on the estate in his humble bedroom. The groundskeeper toolshed is often a great drafting choice to find useful items like the shovel or a sledgehammer. Even better items can be found in the trading post, that is, if you have something valuable to offer. This shop is frequented by local farmers and hunters who supply the estate with goods in exchange for a few shiny trinkets. Most of the vegetables and fruits obtained from the locals are preserved in a subterranean cellar. When winter arrives, these stored goods are frequently traded back, providing them with a reliable source of sustenance during the colder months. Even further underground, provisions are also stored in the estate's bomb shelter. The purpose of this, of course, like the root cellar, is preservation. However, in this case, it's the preservation of people rather than food against fallout, radiation, and red rooms. Enshrine. Okay. The last outer room is a floor plan with a function that isn't as straightforward as the others. Just what is a blessing? How much gold do I need to give? How long does it last? The shrine is a space of reverence. A mystical cavern filled with the glow of candlelight, and those that show respect and pay tribute are blessed by the unforeseen forces that guide this world. Blessings are persistent benefits that last several days, and are bestowed upon the reverent visitors who have made an offering of gold. The type and duration of blessing can differ depending on the amount of gold given, but the more gold you offer, the longer the blessing will last. Blessing of the Tinker. When you draft a mechanical room, trigger your current experience. Blessing of the General. Blessing of the Berry Picker. Of the Monk. If you call it a day in a room in your state, you will draw that. I want the Monk. For each different type of spread that you do today, add an extra dish. While drafting, you may gain 1 gem to spin floor plans. Add 8 courtyards. Each time you draft a shop, gain an ivory die. Gain 10 gold whenever you roll an ivory die. I've seen all of these, I think, except for the Dancer. Top 5 dead ends, as selected by editorial staff of Drafting Strategies. If Toolshed is good, then Attic is really good. Even at a steep gem cost, this room cannot be passed up. It always pays for itself and more. Study. It is likely the most powerful room for the experienced architect who no longer has difficulty accumulating gems or solving chess portmanteaus. More than any other room, Coat Check allows architects to center their strategy on a specific item. The risk may scare off some, but to those who see their steps as an expendable resource and throw caution when Hovel is an unbeatable drafting force. Hovel sucks. It's bad. Surprisingly, this room is actually categorized as dead end, allowing architects to utilize it as both a dead end and color specific strategy. Mail-in sweepstakes dead end contest. On January 20th, 1989, Taro Martese shocked the world of Architect by drafting 19 dead ends in one day. Can you beat his record? Drafting 20 or more dead ends in a single day, and you could win 200 gold and the trophy of the sweepstakes. I'll need a magnifying glass. Word from the editor. As we conclude this haunting October edition of the Drafting Strategies, we trust that you have unearthed the darker side of architectural design and found inspiration in the morbid realm of death and dead-end rooms. From the despair of a drafted lavatory to the chilling allure of the tomb, we believe that even the most eerie aspect of our world can spark creative brilliance in the architect's mind. As you venture forth in the shadows, remember that there is a certain beauty in the unknown and the macabre. Embrace the challenge of designing spaces that both captivate and unsettle, that provoke contemplation of our own mortality and the secrets that lie beyond. Okay. I don't need the bookstore anymore. Did you learn? How much did you learn today, Rouge? Maybe. Tell me, what's your favorite dead end room, Rouge? Because I feel you have to have an opinion on it now. No? Alright, well. Alright. I guess you don't have an opinion. Silly me. Sledge for me? Why, you shouldn't have. Don't want the commissary. Kinda. Wait, should I? No. No, you definitely don't need to have had an opinion formed there. Gems. Alright. I got gems. I got keys. I got steps. I got the garage, which I don't think I want to use here because I don't want to lock myself out. Then, sure. Observatory is just cracked at this point because it gives me so much stuff. Just so much free stuff. Alright, well, we're not getting in there. An impossibility. Kennel hallway. Hallway's good, because that can let us get into the foundation. Hell yeah. Pool for me. Plus some chests. Give me the classroom. I'm feeling like a smart lad. Yep. Okay, we can redraw like so many times. Like dining room? I think that's a pretty good dining room. If I can say so myself. And you know what? I think I can. Trophy room. That's +8 gems. Well, both of these end up not... It's +8 gems. That's just way too good to pass up. Oh, wow, my trophies. Wow. Like a quarter of the way there. Hold on. I feel like you could potentially map out sailing routes and stuff. But dare I? Alright. Break room connects to the antechamber. Good news for me. I now have a path to the antechamber. 2. -4, 1, 11. 1, 3, 6 squared is 36. -20 is 16. Times 2 divided by 2 is 16. 3 times 5 is 15. -18 is -3 squared is 9. We just got a secret garden key, which we could probably use here if it's locked. Yep. I do have a shovel. Look at that. We got over 100 steps. Some may say that is too many steps for one young lad to have. But you know what? I dare to dream. Well, we can get inside the antechamber now. Which is pretty cool. Spin. Hey, Highball. Yes, Rouge. Have I played Myst? I have not played Myst. I should play Myst. Yes. Alright, I will add it to the list. Yo, what's up, King? Planetarium. Oh, this goes down. Give me security. Look at that. Haven't played Myst forever. That will be full nostalgia. Well, we got a list of games that are already on the docket at the moment. If you're curious as to what the plans for me to play next are, you can use !Bibble, B-I-B-B-L-E, and that will tell you all the games that I have played, games that are on the list, and games that are in the raffle. The car key and the broken lever, and I missed them? I missed a lot of shit. What the hell? Do I need to pay $5K to get Myst on the docket? Because you will. Well, you suggested Myst, and I have been considering playing Myst, but it's currently not in plans to be played. But if you were to put it into the raffle and it were to win the raffle, then it would be the next viewer suggested game to be played if it won. So if you're patient, I'll get to it eventually. But if you can't wait, then you can throw it into the raffle. Lost and found. Do I care about losing any of these items? Not overly. What are you seeing in the document? Okay. So the games that are at the top, the completed games, it shows the games that I've completed year by year. We're on year 3 right now. We're in the process of playing through blueprints. Below the completed games, you have the raffle entries. So when I get to the next viewer suggested game, I spin a wheel with all the entries in it, and whichever entry it lands on, that's the game that I'll play next. And then the queue just shows the games that you can expect to come up after the stuff I'm playing right now. So once I'm done with blueprints, we're going to play Axiom Verge 2, then we're going to play Neo, then we're going to play Dredge, and then we're going to do the raffle. Make sense? Myst does not appeal to your modern gamer sensibilities. That's too damn bad. Alright. Fuck it. Run! I lost the sledgehammer. I didn't draft an outer room again. Spoiled by 27 years of advances. It's true. Spoiled for choice. Jesus. They're all locked. They're all locked. You're trying out The Witcher right now and it's kind of eh. I've never played The Witcher. I heard Witcher 3. Like, people really love Witcher 3, but the only time I've seen anyone play it was Brungo, and he hated it. This is probably a silver key, since I already got the secret garden key and the prism key. Oh? Do I have 2 prism keys? Is there a room that I don't want to show up? Nah. Where is the broken lever / car keys? You almost have 5K points? Alright. If you put... I'm gonna let you know right now, King. If you put Shin Megami 4 Apocalypse into the raffle, I'm just going to give you your points right back and tell you to pick something else. Myst was culturally significant. We can see its impact on games such as Blueprints. Right. My sledgehammer got destroyed. So I have to spend a coin to open up this chest. Or a key to open up this chest. I'm gonna do it. Because it's gonna have 3 keys in it. Nope. It's a channel point redemption. Mished! There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Rouge. Add it to the list. Well, it's because of its cultural significance, Rabbit, that I do want to give it a test. I'm sure it probably has some of that, like, early 90s, how the fuck was I supposed to figure that out kind of BS. Or probably some Witness-style BS stuff inside of it. That's why you played it. Fair. Experiment successfully triggered. Veranda. Give me a key. Hell yeah. You enjoyed the story so much. See, I've never heard anyone really talk about the story in Myst. Granted, I haven't... It's an old-ass game, so people probably aren't talking about it much in general. Give me another green room. Conservatory. Yes, please. Weird scientist guy and his sons. Alright, alright. No spoilies. That's fine. Keys. I have so many gems. Oh, and a key. Okay, okay. Rarities. Bedroom, closet. I don't want it. I don't want it. Casino, make it more common. Locksmith, make it more common. Well, we can't get into the antechamber this way. Got another key, okay. And another prism key. Golly gee. Hey, it's the casino and the walk-in closet. Casino, please. Alright, Gamba. Hacha. Hacha. Alright. We walk away down $1. Good casino. Foundation, I guess. I might as well, like, go down. Also, at this point, Rabbit. Ooh. I am willing to accept hints on things I should pursue. Because it kind of feels like right now I'm waiting for things to just kind of happen. Or for me to happen across something. Like, I'm running out of ideas of points of interest. Does the gallery change? Or is the gallery just a source of 2 free gems and money? Have I looked at a new clue with a magnifying glass? Yes, but I haven't done it since the first time that I did it. And I probably missed some stuff. I also need vault keys. Because I still think I'm missing a sanctum key inside the vault. Inside of a new clue? Yeah. And some sigil keys to find, and maybe the peg board in room 46. Well, I thought to do the peg board in room 46, I would need to do all the sigil stuff. Because that, like, shows the postcards of his travel, right? And we can use that to determine the order with which he, like, went around the world. Because that's what the peg board implied. Do I want the trading post? Yes, I do. But I also want to find the vault or the vault or the, what am I looking for? Code check to put a vault key inside of. So many steps. All right, well. And that's it. I don't have a blessing, so I guess if we can get the shrine, that'd be cool. So right now I need to look at a new clue, which means we need at least 2 days. One to rent the book from to rent the book from the library, and another one to actually see it. High roller, okay. That doesn't help much. I guess we'll go into room 46, because why not? Literally just a straight shot to the foundation. So, Sanctum keys are... One's inside the vault. One is on the king's throne. Which I'm still convinced has something to do with the drawing room because of the one message we got from Alzara. And then the last one is available in the room that... the last room you draft. I don't know. We're about to take a look at that note. There's also Treasure Trove, which we didn't come across today. But if it comes to, you know, sure. I don't really have that much trouble finding the magnifying glass. Like, it's one of the easier items to get a hold of, it feels like. What's my star and allowance count? My star is 39, my allowance is 47. I know that there's like a special constellation that pops up at 50 stars thanks to the planetarium. So like maybe that's something we could work towards. Breaker room. That's a good thing to aim for, okay? There's apparently a safe inside of this room. Oh, it's got all the nation symbols. We already knew all of them. But Okay, this is the order that they appear in the rooms. Okay. Okay, so we just need to label them correctly? Maybe? We know that one is Orinda. Well, actually, hold on. 1, 2, this is Orinda and Fen-Ares, this is Araja, this is Arch-Ares. So 1 and 2 are both this one. Three is Araja, 4 is Arch-Ares. Let's see. 5 is Corica. Or Corica. 6 we don't know the name of, but it is the small island nation. The Arch is the other northern Iron Nation, and 7 is Nuance. Actually, 4 is okay. Nuance is this one, so this would be 8. And then they went here, which is the big continent. Then this is the Southern Island Nation, and this is the Northern Island Nation. Is that correct? Well, no. So, like, I thought maybe... Do I have the postcards for Orinda or Fen-Ares? Yeah. He said that he started and ended in those areas. So maybe I just need to shift everything forward by 1. No. Did I take screenshots of the Orinda or Fen-Ares postcard? I did take a screenshot of the Fen-Ares postcard. Orinda postcard? I didn't take one of the Orinda one. I mean, I could just go back down there and grab them. You're right about starting and ending there. Yeah, but, like, I don't have the postcard to the other nations. Like, I assume you gotta plot out his path. And I was, like, working on that. Like, he started in Orinda. And, yeah, he started... It says that Orinda's Ares is where he started, and Fen-Ares is where he ended, which is, like, the same nation. And then I think he said something about going to Araja, and then he traveled via sea and traveled along the north side, so I assumed that this was the 7th place that he went to. But then I don't have any idea of the combination of the other 4, right? You said I was burning hot before. 1, 2, 3 are correct. Okay. So there's a slight difference in the order above the fireplace and the order of the... So, like, this... No, Fen Ares is 8. So what, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4... But didn't I do that? Didn't I just, like... fix that on its own? Okay, so 4 is the V. Yeah, You name them correctly and put them on correspondence. Okay, but how am I supposed to know the order that he went to the other nations? I haven't seen his postcard yet, Rabbit. Like, I can't just know that without having seen the postcards, right? Like, I know which nation is which. But, like, why would I know the order that he went to places in? Which other postcards do you have? I have Araja and Fen. I know that he went to here second, but the postcard that we got from here doesn't really specify when he went there, but you're saying that he went there third. But he said that he went there by sea, which doesn't make sense to me, because, like, unless he went like this? Thought I had 4? No. I've unlocked Nuance, but I didn't actually complete the sigil because I apparently was doing something wrong with it. Like, I had Nuance pegged as a green, it uses Zeppelins, but then, like, the weather was either wrong, or... And because I tried every single cultural mode, or moat. Impressed where I know. Well, I figured that out thanks to classrooms. There was like the geography part in the classroom, and it showed the realm sigils And also, I've, like, seen enough... Like, I know the sigils for all the realms, and I know the name of some of them. Like, I know this is Nuance. And I know this is Corinda. I don't know what these two countries are named yet. What do I have? I have a few names then. There's Vera, which uses turtles and is a beach nation, so one of these is probably Vera. And then there's Mora Jai. But I also have Caleb. I also have an unknown pink bordered sigil. Well, we know blue isn't actually one of the sigils. So Mora Jai probably isn't a nation? Question mark? It says something about the white waves though, so maybe it's represented by white instead? So we went to Corinda after here, which is this nation. So this is... Yeah, like I can't do this until I have the other Sanctum keys. So I don't know why. I'm confused as to why you suggested that I can't come here, Rabbit, I'll be honest. I could try messing around with the Nuance sigil more. What does that do for me? I mean, I guess... Sure. Well, what I was more asking for is, like, direction towards either red letters or Sanctum keys. Like, I assume there's a red letter behind... Like, if you do the pin thing, there's the safe behind there, and that'll get you a red letter. So I can understand why you would point me there. But I need Sanctum keys to get that one. If one of them's just, like, inside the vault and you just need things to align, I guess we can just keep running until we get it. But the RNG of the vault plus a vault key is... really annoying. A new clue first, then 50 stars. Okay. So we need to do at least 2 in-game days. We might just try and fast-track it, honestly. Where we just go in, find the library, find the observatory, and then just, like, call it a night. Unless we can find the planetarium as well. Dirigibles are 5 lines facing upward like the sun. Like that. They all feed into each other. The most effective will be following those 2 things first. Okay, sure. Thank you, Nick. I think I, like, swapped my coins and my stars at one point with the laundry room. Hi. How's the game? Sweaty? We're like trying to figure out the end game stuff, but we're kind of like at the point where we're just waiting for things to happen. Like we can't really progress until we get a book that takes at least 2 in-game days to get, or until we get a bunch more stars. Which I know means nothing to you, but... Oh. Mm-hmm. Marshall. I can't see this being a Marshall nation. But I guess we don't really know for certain. Whether... If they're using Zeppelins, there's no way that it's got, like, windy weather or, like, foggy weather. Like, it was mountainous. Like, my best guess was that it was just... You can gather information for solving these sigils. You might have a lot of it, but I don't know. Running experiments will help a lot, too. Yeah. It's just, this grinding stuff is the kind of stuff I would... If I knew that I had to do, I would prefer to have done it off-stream. Because I'm not, like, solving puzzles or anything right now. I'm just waiting for things to align properly. Alright, fine. I guess we'll just call it a day. I should go to the break room, though. Get the key card. Am I missing any floor plans? I'm missing 2, according to the trophy tracker thing. But they're like... They're probably hidden floor plans of some kind. Because I have all the ones listed in a directory. I'm still also missing an item to craft inside of the workshop. I think it's the one that uses the coin purse. Yeah, so there's probably 2 found floor plans that I don't have yet. The blue box is true. The gems are in the true box. I found 2 fragments. There was one inside of the clock tower and one inside of the lost and found. But we know that nuance is in pink. And then clock tower sigil. Did I not take a picture of the sigil in the clock tower? The black box is true. The gems are in the true box. The blue box is true. Alright, let's say the gems are in here. The black box is true. The blue box is true. The gems are in the true box. Well, if the gems are in here, and this is true, this is the only statement that can help you define anything. So if the gems are in one of these boxes, that would mean that it's true, which makes all of them true. Which means they can't be. The gems, I think, have to be in this one. There's the light Barbie. I still haven't read The Curse of Blackbridge. But let's do a new clue. There's the vault. which I am snapping up basically whenever I see it now. What? Okay. You can select something by pressing a key, I guess? I did not know that. I've played this game for 56 days and I haven't done that by accident until now. Wow, look at that. The more you know, apparently. Armory, patio, den. Case in here. I guess we'll take the boudoir. Is there like a key in here? Oh, there is. Which I'm snapping off on here. Ho ho ho! Keys equal more keys. Servants' quotas. Okay. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Break room. No. 12. 9. I wonder how to square it twice. 16. 2. 3. 9. 1. Yep. 16. 1. 5, 25, 10. Squared each time. 16 divided by 4 is 4. Squared is 16. Divided by 4 is 4. Squared is 16. Divided by 4 is 4. Squared is 16. Geim? Oh, I get a die whenever I draft a shop. Oh. Oh. Secret garden. Alright, I got keys. I got keys for days. Treasure trove goes to the right, but that's fine because I want it. We got a black chest and money. Okay, let's pull up treasure trove screenshots. Snipping tool, please. That was a moon on top of it, correct? Boxes marked the moon always contain false statements. Oh, I can close it, thank God. Okay. Well, it's a green one, so we don't know if that's true or false. Well, we can... If it's true, it would make itself false, so it has to be a false statement. So, boxes marked with a moon always contain a false statement, is itself a false statement. So, only sometimes. Or never? I'm not... It's always been unclear to me if a false statement is implying the complete opposite or not. I don't think we can infer that. Chest 6. Black chest with a moon sigil. Security. Bedroom it is. There's the coin purse. Okay. I do have the workshop. I still need to get the 8th door in the Mechanarium. I guess I'll take the secret garden. Oh, that was the one that was already opened. Because of the Grand Hall. I'm just looking for the observatory and the planetarium, and I'll probably just call it a night here. Unless I can... I haven't rolled the outdoor room. There's not much for us inside of room 46. Though we do have the quest bedroom, so I guess we do want to go into the antechamber. Just so that we can increase our allowance. Antechamber? What a name. It's like a chamber, but like void of anything. The inverse of chamber, you could say. Should you say it? Probably not. But you could. And that's the important thing. Master bedroom. Hallway, breakfast nook. Dinner served. Breakfast nook. Reroll. Thank you. Alright, got my keys back. And then some. Alright, give me my allowance. Thank you. I'm starting to run low on gems, so maybe I should take the commissary, but also I should rotate it so that it goes that way instead. Extra dice, thank you. I have so much money. Magnifying glass, sledgehammer, sleeping mask, running shoes. The more items we have, the more likely that when we roll for a trading post, the more likely I'll be able to trade for a vault key. Casino? I don't have any gems. I've just realized that I've lacking gems. I was hoping there'd be some inside the commissary. I should go back to the early parts of the mansion. See if I can get some gems. Still don't have a shovel. My money. Banana. Any money? No food in the tomb? Oh, some gems. Do like that. Dormitory, kitchen, hallway. Sure. Money. $69. Quickly ruined. No. My steps. Morning room. Yes, please. Salt. Dice. There's something else in here? A porquet. Ah. The garage. I don't have the garage keys. Veranda. Sure. There's the shovel. A rock. got a rock and a tin can. Code check, study, West Hall wing. There's the locker room. I like keys. I have the key card. There's security. Which I'm gonna take solely so that I can run an experiment. Even we're late into the day, which is the problem. Remote terminal access, view active terminals. Lab. Yes. Oh god, I'm so sorry. You didn't need to be subjected to that. Gain a star. Sorry for what? Oh, cracking my hands. Every time you find some trash while digging, gain a star. Okay. Is that what that sound was? Yeah, that was my hands imploding on themselves. There's the observatory. So give me that. 40 stars. He's the star man. Key? Yep. There's the conference room, right on time. I'm looking for green rooms because they have dig spots. There's also code check. There's also a music room. Gems. That's so frustrating. Okay. I have so much money. We can get wager 100 coins. Wager $100. Don't do it. $200. I broke your internet. No. Okay, it's not on my end. I haven't dropped anything. It's you. It's Twitch. It's not me. Haha. Hee hee. I thought maybe there would be, dare I go for another 100 coin spin? Oh, you can't. Simmer down now? No. Let me be happy that my stream didn't explode for once. I need this. Wow, you can't just keep spinning the roulette table, huh? Alright, well, I really want the wealthy room now, then, don't I? I was winning too hard. It's so true. I am out of gems.